Hallo zusammen. In today's episode of What If Insert Name here was German, or were German in this case, I guess, we're gonna try to figure out which songs and albums and different things the band Coldplay might have made and composed and done if they were German. And yes, I still buy CDs because I'm old school and I like the physical experience. Let's begin with the video. Well, if Coldplay were German, they might have called themselves Kaltspiel, because that's the literal German equivalent. It's a compound word, das Kompositum. No wonder, because, yeah, German language. An inflected form as a phrase would be das kalte Spiel, the cold game or the cold play. If Coldplay were German, their frontman Chris Martin would probably be called Christopher Anton Johannes Martin. Yeah. If Coldplay were German, Chris Martin would probably refer to himself as der Komponist, the composer, der Sänger, the singer, der Pianist, the pianist, and der Gitarrist, the guitarist. If Coldplay were German, their guitarist Johnny Buckland would be called Johannes Bockland, for der Bock being a term for some male animals, the buck, and he'd play die Gitarre. If Coldplay were German, their drummer Will Champion would be called Wilhelm Meister, for Champion meaning der Meister, and he'd play das Schlagzeug. If Coldplay were German, their bassist Guy Rupert Berryman would be known as Kerl Ruprecht or Robert Bärenmann, for Guy meaning der Kerl if you'd use that as an actual noun, Rupert being a form of Ruprecht or Robert, Barry meaning die Beere, and man being der Mann. So in that sense, Ruprecht plays der Bass. If Coldplay were German, their already very successful debut album would be called Fallschirme. It's der Fallschirm Singular, die Fallschirme Plural, parachutes. If Coldplay were German, two of their first popular singles might have been called Ärger and Gelb. Indeed, if Coldplay were German through and through, their other albums might have different titles. For instance, A Rush of Blood to the Head would be called Ein Andrang von Blut hin zum Kopf. Yeah, a bit clumsy, I have to admit that, but hey, it's my favorite album by Kaltspiel, so I definitely couldn't care less. Germans wouldn't say X and Y, but rather X und Y. Viva la vida, or Death and All His Friends, might be Es lebe das Leben oder der Tod und all seine Freunde. For das Leben meaning life, here wieder, der Tod meaning death, and die Freunde meaning friends. Milo Xylotto might be known as Milo Xylotto. Anyway, the title would be equally weird. But hey, Umlaute. Ghost stories would turn to Geistergeschichten. It's der Geist Singular, die Geister Plural, and die Geschichte Singular, die Geschichten Plural. And instead of a head full of dreams, you'd rather have ein Kopf voller Träume. It's der Kopf Singular, die Köpfe Plural, and der Traum Singular, die Träume Plural. If Coldplay were German, Germans might hum along to songs like Uhren, Der Wissenschaftler, An meiner Stelle, Geschwindigkeit des Klangs, Der schwierigste Teil, Violetter Hügel, Gott hat ein Lächeln auf dein Gesicht gezaubert, which, I gotta be honest, sounds like a prototypical German Schlager. But apart from that, don't get me wrong, I love this song and it's freaking good. I really enjoy it and I think it's even one of my favorites on the album. A Rush of Blood to the Head from 2002. Yes, long time ago. Trust me, if you only know the new fancy Coldplay songs, this one is up there. It's definitely up there. Paradies. Ein Himmel voller Sterne. Or for instance, so etwas genau wie dies. Something just like this. Yeah. Last but not least, I want to put a specific emphasis on the idea that if Chris Martin was a German, his daughter would probably not be called der Apfel, apple. I like apples, but it certainly wouldn't be possible to name a child Apfel in Deutschland, I don't think. I most definitely need to attend a concert of Kaltspiel at some point as well. Oh yeah. So once again, I hope you've enjoyed this rather unconventional approach to talking about the German language and culture, because I know that I certainly have. At the moment, these sorts of videos are my favorites to make. It's much fun actually. It's much fun, to be honest. And in case you have suggestions for musicians, bands, artists and the like that I could try to Germanize in upcoming episodes of this video series, well, let me know in the comments. And of course, don't forget to leave a like and to share this video if you've really enjoyed it, because that helps this channel and me and you guys and everyone a lot. Yeah, it really does. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm your Vlog Dave. Tschüss und bis zum nächsten Mal.